just become this unkillable tank. He is so strong.
Boy. There it is, Renekton. I think that was the flex. He probably picked Cho'Gath expecting it to be the Jace top lane.
Angles. Blabber that you want to keep your eyes on has gone from red quadrant over to blue and ganking Armut already.
Well, we just saw Fudge use the Rupture. It'll come back up here in a couple of seconds, and I expect once that Rupture is ready, Blabber's going to want to pick his moment here. If they can get Armut to use the Slice, then they know they're going to be in a really good spot. Rupture is used, Armut flashes, Sonic Wave, Resonating Strike, one more hit will do it. Armut's down, and C9's on the board.
Yeah, I love the other buffs were the majority mana cost buffs to help out that lane phase, so now it is easier for you to have a stronger lane phase with mana cost reductions on Q and W, as well as the extra damage we talked about, but Sven is already dead!
Sven's down, and it's Tomo. 9 KDA, man.
Blast Cone 2, he hits the Q.
Oh, and Blabber just goes in. He got the dragon thanks to Blabber's steal, so they're controlling everything right now as M&S tries to put himself in a spot to be able to find a kill here on Santorin, but with Santorin being able to escape from the lethal damage thanks to his flash, M&S is now in a bit of a tricky position. LeBlanc is one of the best champions to try to navigate your way out of something like this, but when you got 3 dudes chasing after you, Shock Blast tags him, so that means the timer will not expire anytime soon to go for an execute. M&S has to try to find some fancy feet, but there's not enough fanciness in the world to get you out of that, and Jensen's getting the money as another kill comes through. Sven's taken low yet again. Ignar kills him yet again.
Collapse from Dig. Armut is coming down from top side as well, though.
Cho'Gath ulti is about to come back up, so whether or not they want to use it for a fight or for the objective will be up to them. M&S needs to reset his spot here a little bit. Still stuck on the wrong side of the terrain. Ignar gonna throw out another one of those inner flames. He gets the ignite,
shield.
But the shield, the safeguard from Blabber, along with the heal of Berserker, will keep M&S alive. Dignitas, however, has done significant damage to the enemy mid laner, who does not have a teleport. It means they have man advantage. Tomo's pretty low, but he is Ezreal. He can still contribute with a couple of Mystic shots over the wall. Armut trying to challenge Blabber here in the pit over the Drake. Berserker using the trap to keep Ignar away, make it so he's not able to participate. Blabber gets right back away, but Jensen finishes him off. It'll be traded to 1-for-1, but now Sven dies too. Dignitas is out fighting Cloud9 here in the Dragon Pit.
Yeah, Cloud9 thought they could take the
Drake the game for themselves. C9 stole the first one away. This time around, Blabber's not around.
clock from Fudge 2. That tower is toast.
Armut gets away. All he can do is watch the turret fall. The trade is happening on the other end of the map as Tomo and Ignar are working together to take that one down. The Herald is going to be summoned up here in the top lane still, but aiming for the second turret. Remember, these are worth so much money compared to the other ones. It's a pretty big influx of gold for C9 to grab it, going from just about 400 gold on. Dignitas just struggling to try to answer what C9 is doing here. Fudge and Blabber going to work together, take down that tier 1 in bottom lane. They'll pick that up. That is all back to, and that's kind of what we were talking about earlier. You want to knock down that turret. You want to make sure LeBlanc and everybody else can chase after these guys. Armut's been caught out of position, though. He'll use the Dominus, but what's it even going to do? Armut getting caught with his pants down, and that could be a problem. Fudge won't be popped as easily. The Cho'Gath is much tankier, and Cloud9 now stands 5v4 for the next 27 seconds. They're not done quite yet. M&S over the wall wants to throw out a little bit of burst, but can't get it all onto the same target. Now that mid lane tier 1 that was that bastion of safety for Dig, that's gonna fall. Gold lead 2,500.
Entering an area where your opponents just counter jungled you, you have to assume that there are wards there, that they have the vision advantage,
right.
And since they are pushed up in mid lane too, they have the ability to rotate quicker over to you. So retaking, you have to have so much more of a cautious approach in retaking that territory, and Armut got punished. Now though, Sven.
And Sven is caught. Sven is dead. That flash was unfortunate. It's a rough game for Sven. 0-4-2 here on the Kalista. Dignitas has been picking on him constantly, but now, are they going to get caught out instead? They will. Fudge with the kill on Santorin, and now Dignitas has to fall back. Berserker's winning the 1v1 against Tomo off the side, while Fudge remains an impenetrable front line. It's Jensen getting kicked back into Fudge's waiting arms. Sonic Wave into the Resonating Strike, but they can't quite kill him just yet. Jensen and Tomo and Ignar are all falling away as Blabber's about to fall down, and Armut picks him up. Now he sidesteps out of the way of the Rupture, but nobody else from Dig can get in range. Armut falls, and everybody else tries to fall back. Fudge continues pushing forward, wants to see if he might be able to grab. That's about the best you can hope for in that situation.
Good job. I mean, it does attract the Cloud9 attention there, so Jensen is able to get
kills as well as Dragon or Baron kills are going to get you the rest of them. So very, very strong boy here. Ignar tries to get away from him. I don't know if the Feast would have been enough to kill Ignar there, but now Fudge and Sven might be in some trouble with a TP coming in. Fudge already had to use the flash. They finally might have enough ammo to take down the big old Cho'Gath, and yes, they will. Jensen's grabbing the shutdown money, but Armit's going to be traded back thanks to M&S. Blabber disengages with a kick, and it's 4v4 on the rim. Oh, dies! A beautiful long shot coming down from Jensen and Tomo together.
I guess they don't need CC to lock down the LeBlanc after all. Flowers, the best CC is death. They snipe him. Jensen as well as Tomo. Pinpoint accuracy. Berserker trying to do it all himself, though.
Berserker getting real close up in their faces, making sure that he's trying to maximize these DPS windows. Dignitas has more men, but their health bars aren't exactly super nice right now. Jensen threatening another kill there with an accelerated shock blast. Sven has to save Berserker to get him away from it. The Drake's at 3K. Blabber wants to try to steal. Santorin off. Blabber takes him down and steals it away again. He just keeps getting away with it. They'll finally pick up the kill, but Fudge is back, and he's madder than hell. He missed the rupture, but Berserker aims true. Over. They have started up the Baron. Dignitas knows what's going on thanks to Tomo's ultimate. Jensen's trying to come around from the side, but M&S sees him on the flank. Now, M&S might need to be a little bit careful. Distorts over the wall to get away from Santorin. Still ends up eating the damage from Shock Blast. Baron's going to be secured by Fudge and C9. Armit's in the middle of everybody, but not for long. He's already more damage amped for both himself and his teammates, particularly the LeBlanc. And C9 is just going to force things down in two different lanes at the same time. Bottom lane has 4 out of 5 of the players, while M&S is separated.
Slowly but surely, the siege taking effect.
Man, Dignitas cannot stabilize against this. They are hemorrhaging at this point. M&S takes down the tier 3 turret in mid, and now C9 is bringing the brunt of their force here into bottom lane. M&S ready to join up with everybody else. Blabber stuck in the middle. He might be killed, but no, he won't. Armit's the only one to die so far, and C9's going to pick up their first inhib here in bottom lane. Shock blast from Jensen hits Blabber, takes him low, but he ain't dead. And the mid lane inhibitor falls next. 2 inhibs down in the blink of an eye, and C9 has a lot of minions pushing up here in mid. They can just keep trying to push. They may just be able to end the game right now. They still got 25 seconds before Armit is back on the map. Blabber is very low, but the first Nexus turret has already fallen. Fudge finds a knock-up on a Santorin. The Feast isn't ready just yet, but M&S finds blood in the water and absolutely tears Tomo apart. Dig is stuck back on the fountain stairs, and 1 Baron is all it took. 30 minutes in.